Lymphodemas are why I can't watch the My 600-Pound Life. It's too graphic for me. It's just the lymphodemas are so big and testicular-like, I can't handle it. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Gaining Grounds. Before I begin this video, just a reminder, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do so by clicking on the subscribe button down below. And don't forget to leave a like, leave it now, leave it during, leave it after. I do not care. As long as you do not leave this video without leaving a like, I will be happy. So leave that dang like. We need a palate cleanser. We are going to go up to the Kentuckys and check on AmberLynn Reid. Yes, I know she fell. It became a big to-do. I saw somebody blame her fall on her weight. I would have to say gravity disagrees with you because anybody can fall, but that's neither here nor there. We are not going to watch the fall video. It's out there somewhere. If you haven't seen it, go look. You can find it. We are instead going to watch part one of, I guess, a two-part series. I don't know. I'm not sure if there's a series name, but I went to react to her latest video, and I saw that it was called part two. I then went back and found it part one, and I said, hey, let's start with part one. It is called Weight Gain, Losing Mobility, and Relationship Update. I am not happy with the first two words, weight gain. Last I checked, she was 470 something. This girl better not come back and tell me she's in the 480s or high 480s or 490s. I will probably be devastated a little bit anyway. And then I don't know what losing mobility and relationship update is about. So we're going to find out. Come along with me. We're packing the car full of broken dreams and broken promises, and maybe a couple band-aids in case her knee was scraped during that fall. And we're going to check in on AmberLynn Reid and see how she's doing. And yeah, and I'll give you my thoughts at the end like I always do. Let's go.
Hey guys, so welcome to a new video. I figured we could do like a Q&A. We have a Twinkie.
What does that shirt say? XOX Betsy. Okay, who the hell's Betsy? Oh, look at little Twinkie. He looks angry, actually. She looks angry. What is she doing? What is Twinkie thinking about over there? She probably hates that shirt. I'm okay with it. It's got a little bit of Rolling Stones. The tongue. Is that Rolling Stones? Yeah, Rolling Stones is the mouth and the tongue. Like I said, I don't know who the hell Betsy is. I see some lightning bolts. It's a very busy shirt.
Story. So we can do a Q&A type style.
Okay.
I don't like sitting like this for long. I prefer to have my leg propped up with comfort because this hurts.
Is that because of the fall?
So, yeah. So there might be like a part.
Or is this a lymphedema thing? Because I think part two, the title said something about lymphedema or surgery for lymphodemas. I don't know. You know the lymphodemas. Lymphodemas are why I can't watch the My 600-Pound Life. It's too graphic for me. It's just the lymphodemas are so big and testicular-like, I can't handle it.
Part one, part two situation. I don't want to like be overbearing, but this is it for now. Like I might do some like what I eat today videos and things like that. I'm just hoping that the vlogs can come back soon.
Okay.
It's officially been 6 days since I tore ligaments in my ankle. So it actually happened on Tuesday of last week at 10:40 p.m. And the reason why I know this is because
oh wait, so is the fall going to be shown in this video? Oh, I didn't realize this was okay. So I guess let me.
As soon as it happened, I texted my girlfriend and I said, I think I broke my ankle.
Okay, so she fell. I guess we're going to see it, which is, I don't want to see it again because I have this thing with falling and I laugh a lot and I feel really bad. Even when I fall, I laugh. Something about people falling just makes me giggle, so I'm going to try to be respectful.
That's what I actually thought happened. Thankfully, it didn't happen, although this feels a lot worse than when I did break my ankle when I was younger. But, yeah, tomorrow will be a week. Are
we going to see it?
Weeks to heal, which is unfortunate. But yeah, now let's get into the Q&A. So people are asking...
Oh, so what video had the fall in it? I'm glad it's not this one because, like I said, I don't want to giggle. I would feel bad. But I guess maybe it was the video before this one. I don't know.
What are my plans on keeping on track with, like, the weight loss while I am healing? So it's been a struggle. I'm not going to lie. During this time, I have...
You fell off a curb and hurt your ankle. You did not hurt your mouth or your hands. You should be able to continue eating healthy even with a bum ankle. A bum ankle should not... A bum ankle would stop you from exercising, which I'm not sure you're doing too much of, but it shouldn't stop you from still eating healthy. So let's not use the ankle as an excuse.
Had the most anxiety I've had in a long time because it's a mind game, because mentally I'm just like, damn, this is completely backtracking everything that I've been working so hard for.
No.
Full of anxiety, just riddled with anxiety. I have had...
No, you fell off a curb. You didn't fall into a vat of McDonald's French fries. Stop it.
Breakdowns. I have been bored. I have felt like, wow, what's the point? I have my food addiction, my binge eating just has been super prominent. Today is actually my Ozempic injection that I'm gonna do after this clip.
Oh, Ozempic, I fell.
Or after this video. Still on 0.50, so we're gonna do that and see if that helps. But
okay.
I don't know, like in the last few days, like I've just been so hungry. Like it has been like emotionally, it has been physically, it's just been It's been hard. Obviously, I don't really have an answer for this because right now I'm just kind of struggling. I like feel hardcore guilty about it. I haven't weighed myself because I physically can't even step on the scale because my scale is pretty platformed and it kind of wibble wobbles. So I do not trust myself to step on that currently. Plus, I know it'll hurt. Someone asked,
"Where's your girlfriend?" With the wife. The wife can kind of prop you up a little bit and then let you go really quick to see what the scale says. Oh, this makes me nervous. She's has her plaque always been up there? I don't think I've ever seen her display her plaque before. Maybe I wasn't paying attention to her YouTube play button, I should say, whatever. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, you fell. Traumatizing. I get it. I would have laughed because, like I said, falling makes me giggle. But I don't know how that is prohibiting you from weight loss. Like, I could see if you were, like, in a weight loss comp, like if you were like in a bodybuilding competition, if you were pulling a Shikara transformations and you hurt your ankle in like 2 weeks to go, that would be devastating. But you're not like you're running marathons. You could still stay on track with the food until your ankle heals, whatever the hell's going on with your ankle. I got a stray hair coming out. I feel like, what's her name?
Have you thought about doing water aerobics for exercise? See, if I had my own personal pool, let's do it, queen. Because I love swimming. I love everything.
Did she say she is doing water aerobics? Where's she going? Like the YMCA?
About being in the water.
Oh, I guess she could have a, she lives in an apartment complex. She could have a pool there too.
But unfortunately, I don't do public pools because
never mind.
Me out. Anyone and everyone.
I listen. I'm with you on that one. I know it sounds like an excuse to everybody else, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of like public pools either. I was a kid. I was all about it, like the wave pools at a Water Country. For those of you in New England, remember Water Country, and all that was a good time. And then the older I got, I was like, oh, everyone's pissing around me and vomiting and spitting out water, and it's not for me.
You can tell me, well, chlorine kills the pee. Chlorine kills the germs.
I don't care.
Something about.
I'm with you on Amber. I'm with you on that one, Amber. I don't care.
Swimming, which with a bunch of people, like in a pool together, it's just
what
like.
The hell's going on with my hair?
And it really just like creeps me out. Someone asked you.
Just say it's a people's soup. God bless her.
I think it's normal to compare spraining an ankle and temporarily losing mobility to mourning the loss of a person. So I was really confused with this question because I didn't really know what they were talking about, but I did say, I think on Instagram, where it just feels like I'm in a mourning stage, and clearly this person doesn't realize that mourning can mean more than just like mourning.
Yeah, mourning is not, oh God, these people are so ridiculous on Instagram with their Q&A questions and answers. Mourning does not necessarily mean you're mourning the loss of a person or a pet. People get divorced, they mourn their divorce. People mourn, oh, I can't with people. I just can't. Always looking for something to get pissed off about.
Someone's death, and thankfully someone left a comment underneath this that kind of explains it perfectly. Mourning doesn't have to mean that. I've heard people say they mourn the life they could have had.
Yes.
They mourn their marriage after divorce. To mourn me.
That was not me leaving the comment. I swear to God. Coincidence.
There's a loss somewhere, and Amber is scared that she's losing her mobility, hence the mourning. You're making it sound like she's comparing it to a death of a loved one, which isn't true. So I want to say thank you so much, Kia Jones.
Thank you to that person. Oh, Kia Jones, not me. However, while I understand it, Amber, your mobility is going to come back, your ankle's going to heal, and while you're waiting for your ankle to heal, you should focus on healthy eating because you could still lose weight without exercise.
For that comment, because
remember, it's like 80% diet, 20% exercise. So, okay, your ankle sucks, but you still got 80% going for you, which is the food.
You explained it better than I probably could have in this moment. I wasn't comparing it to the death of a loved one at all. I'm just saying I feel like I'm mourning the mobility that I have worked so freaking hard for, and now it's just like it's backtracking. You
hurt your ankle, you fell off a curb. You didn't lose a limb. That's the good news. You did not lose a limb. You hurt yourself. You have a cane, but it's going to come back. And what you have to remember, Miss AmberLynn Reid, is if you, I'm believing her weight at 470, whatever it was, if you start getting down on yourself and start eating because you can't be mobile, you're going to undo all the process you did. You're going to undo all the process you've had or all the process you've made. Stop it. Stop using falling off her curb as an excuse. I don't mean to giggle when I say that, but I'm sorry. Her falling off that curb was too much for me. And again, that's anybody. I fall off a curb, I collapse into a puddle of happy tears. But stop using that as an excuse because you're going to gain weight back and then your mobility is going to suck even more.
Use like a little cane moment. So it says the capacity of this is 300 pounds, but I've been using this for like 5 days now.
Oh, good.
Okay, maybe not 5 days. How long has it been? Like 4? I think it's been 4 days. It's fine. It's dandy. I'm not putting all my weight on it. It's just like helping as like something that's there.
Okay.
And it just feels really good because like I can't like walk without having just like a little bit of support. Like people with crutches, they would do the same thing. So that's just like, it's helped a lot, honestly. Someone asked, what would you say are some of your struggles as an adult as a direct result of your traumatic childhood? Definitely my issues with food.
I want to say her issues with slamming doors. Remember that conversation we had? She gets nervous with slamming doors, or she gets upset with slamming doors. Was that her, or am I thinking of somebody else? I think it was her. And I was like, yeah, if you have a traumatic experience. Was that her with the slamming of the door? Maybe it was the other one. I don't know. But I think, whatever it was, we talked about slamming doors and how I could imagine how that would be triggering if you had like a very turbulent childhood with parents fighting all the time. But now I don't know who the hell I'm just keeping track of all my ladies. I'm losing track of all my ladies.
Memory problems, 100%. Like, I used to think like I was just this like dumb little duckling, you know, in this world. But no, traumatic things that happened to you as a child really messes with your brain as an adult, obviously.
Which is why you need therapy.
Like the brain chemistry and like a lot of random things happen from that, and memory for me is a big one. So I find myself being told that I'm lying a lot or contradicting myself a lot, which is a super struggle because it's like, that's not what I'm trying to do here. It's just like memory relapses, me not being able to trust people, like massive paranoia.
People will say that's an excuse. It could be, it could not be. Frankly, I don't care if AmberLynn Reid says, I don't like salmon, and then a year ago she said salmon's her favorite food. And the fact that people can keep track of that, I don't know how they do it. I just don't know how they do it. With everything going on in the world right now and in this country and all around the world, I mean, obviously around the world people watch her too. I cannot keep track of Amber's salmon habits or egg eating habits. I have too much to think about. So how people do that, I don't understand it, but I guess God bless him for having a hobby.
Yeah, like I'm a very paranoid person. I know, like, me being bipolar also is kind of like, it runs in the family.
Bipolar?
But,
did I know she was bipolar?
You know, like depression. I just feel like a lot
has she been diagnosed?
My bad things about myself or things about myself that I want to change. Those are definitely from my traumatic childhood for sure. And it just like kind of breaks my heart when people are like super cruel when it comes to these things, because it's like, okay, yeah, you're being cruel to me as a 30-year-old.
How are you not numb at this point to that? Because they pick on you for everything. But I guess maybe you never get numb to it. I don't know.
Woman, but it's like, you're also being cruel to that 7-year-old girl who had to witness the things that she did. I didn't choose my childhood at all. Unfortunately, I didn't choose the brain chemistry that was created because of it. All I can do is work on the now and the things that I can change. And unfortunately, brain chemistry is hard to...
But I feel like therapy helps you work through it and live with it so it doesn't control your life. So I feel like she's not therapying correctly if she is.
Change. I'm taking medicine, going to therapy, and things like that. And I'm just like, I'm working on it, but it's hard. It's not something that you can just change. Sometimes it takes literally years, decades. But I'm trying to figure it out.
Decades seems excessive, but I can see years. Decades seems ridiculous. If it took decades, then I'd be like, don't bother wasting your time. If it's going to take you 30 years to get over that, at this point, just live your life.
Out for sure. How have you been managing?
I don't know. Maybe I'm being insensitive. Are there things that take decades in therapy? Like, I could see without therapy decades, but if you're in therapy and they're like, okay, Miss Reid, based on your traumatic experiences, your childhood, we're looking at about 37 years before you feel normal again. Like, this girl will be 68 years old finally saying, I feel like myself. It's too much. I think that's excessive.
Your sleep schedule while recovering from your ankle injury. Sleep and healing are very connected. Make sure to get lots of rest if you can.
Yes.
Honestly, my sleeping, I go to bed later now because I know from experience that if I stay in bed all day long and then it's time to go to bed, my brain like doesn't adapt. It's like, okay, you've been here all day. What do you mean? This is your bed. Okay. I'm like, girl, it's my bed. Like, I want to sleep. So me being in bed for, you know, all day long.
When she tells that story, I picture Pee-wee's Playhouse. I could picture the little bed speaking to her, little mattress and the box springer, like, girl, are you sleeping right now? And she's like, no, girl, I'm watching TV. And she's like, well, you're lying here. I think you're sleeping. And then her in the bed have a whole conversation. The wifey comes in and said, who are you talking to? And she's like, Twinkie.
My brain, when it is time to sleep, because I've always had problems with sleeping. I have insomnia ever since I was a very little girl. That's something else from my childhood.
Oh, she's...
like, I'm kind of afraid to sleep at night.
She's got a lot of shit happening, huh?
Very psychological. It's frustrating. And I know it's from trauma and things I experienced at the nighttime as a younger person. Yeah, I noticed that I'm able to fall asleep quicker, if you will, on normal days when I'm up doing my life, doing my daily life, and then I physically go into my bed to go to sleep.
All right, next question. This is listen, you make sure you get your sleep. It helps with your ankle. Thank you. I'll try to do that. It's been a little hard right now, but I'm working on it. Next question.
My brain is able to process, okay, well, this is where you sleep. But currently it's like, okay, this is where you are all the time. So yeah, I just noticed my sleeping's a little bit worse. Like, I go to bed later, I wake up later, and I kind of low-key hate it. I still am trying to take melatonin, which sometimes doesn't work or as good as I'd like it to.
I've never tried the melatonins. I hear it's hit or miss. Some people said melatonins gives them the nightmares, and I don't want to mess with that. I don't really have problems sleeping, though. I'm pretty good with it.
My sleeping has kind of been a mess. I'm sure you guys can tell because I'm up like constantly on Instagram answering questions. Oh, and BT Dubs. I'm doing a
BT Dubs
read along. I don't really know if I should call it a book club.
I saw that in the community post. I don't know what the hell that means. She's gonna do a book read along on Instagram. Good luck to whatever the hell that is. I started reading again. I'm back into reading, and I've been enjoying myself, spending like an hour every night just picking up my Kindle and my book, and it's been very refreshing to get back to that point. Anyways, what are we talking about?
Hold on, let me adjust. My ankle's hurting. On Instagram, I'm doing a book read
Did
along.
she officially sprain her ankle, or did she just fall? It was like, ow, my ankle, and they were like, here's a cane, and we'll hope it passes. Like, did she go get it checked out?
Moment. It's hard to call it a book club. It's not going to be like conducted like one currently, but we are reading The Cellar by, oh my god, I forgot what it's called. I will
Oh, does that mean you finished A Little Life? Oh god, that book, I can't.
A photo here, but this is what we're reading. There is trigger warnings for it, so definitely look those up. But we are, as a community, going to start reading this book on the 24th, so I'm going to try to have this video up before then. So
Wattpad, AK Wattpad sensation. That's so Wattpad, if I remember correctly, is a website where you can upload your writings and stuff. Like if you're writing a novel, you kind of like upload chapter by chapter. It's a good way to get your name out here. I didn't think it could actually result in like success. I mean, I don't know why I'm surprised. I mean, I haven't really thought about it that much, but I know what it is. I've been there, and I'm like, oh, this is a cool short story. But it looks like this person actually uploaded their story or short story, and they got published for that. So congratulations, Natasha Preston.
You guys know, and you can read along. So on Instagram, I'm going to set like goals, like be at this page by said date. So then as a community, I can ask you guys questions about it, and we can kind of like discuss it through my story on Instagram.
Okay, look at you. Look at you being innovative.
It's more so like a read along, let's discuss it type of deal.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys should definitely join and do that. Has this injury given you more motivation to lose the weight? It has made me realize more than anything that people my size, like, you're screwed if something like this happens, because they don't have casts that are going to fit someone with my type of lymphedema. You know, you don't have the...
So she got the lymphedemas on the ankle? Oh, I can't handle it. Yeah, that I understand. Falling is definitely a harder recovery when you're, I imagine it is, when you're morbidly obese. But the people who are like, oh, if she was thinner, she might not have fallen. It's like, that's kind of a stretch because everybody falls, including my fat ass.
Body strength.
Although, when's the last time I fell? Probably a good year or two. For no reason. I have a trick ankle because I broke it or I sprained it. Was I sprained it or break it as a kid? I don't remember what the hell I did. But every once in a while, it like turns and I catch myself while I was walking with my girl, Michelle. We were doing an outdoor walk around her neighborhood. And Michelle's like me, people falling, it's too damn much. And we were talking up, going on her sidewalk. I think we were coming back from the walk. And there was a guy cutting a palm tree. And I just looked up and I was like, oh, I could never have that job because I'm afraid of heights. Everyone knows this in my life. And all of a sudden my ankle gave way and I just fell. Luckily I fell to the left and I fell onto somebody's lawn. Thankfully there was no dog poopies. But yeah, she died a lot when I did that. I think that was the last time I fell.
To use crutches. This has completely made, it's kind of, in a way, it feels like a version of what could be said as a rock bottom. I'm just finding...
Oh, that seems very dramatic. You fell off a curb. We're gonna have to move on from this. You fell, you hurt your ankle, I get it. It's giving you mobility issues, and it sucks because you already have so much your size, but girls, just eat your salad, eat your chicken breasticles. It'll heal, prop it up, put some ice on it, you're good. It'll pass. I promise it'll pass. And if it doesn't pass, I was wrong. My apologies. Hopefully, you can get it fixed. Usually it passes, though.
That my rational side, which is AmberLynn, you have reached a point where it's like...
Rational Lynn?
Right, if cancer wasn't it, is this it? Like, are you going to lose the weight quicker now? Like, I've lost 100 pounds in a year, so we need to, like...
I don't think you lost 100 pounds in a year. What is she talking about? You didn't lose 100 pounds in a year. What is that? What is that math? AmberLynn Reid, where are you getting that math from? You know I love you, but where are you getting that math from? 100 pounds in a year? No, when I started watching you, you were... in the low 500s, I think, and that was 2.5 years ago. There's no way you lost 100 pounds in a year. Stop it. Stop. What is she talking about? What am I missing? Comment down below. I know you're all going to be like, you're missing nothing, Gigi. It makes no sense, but I'm not great at math. I'm an English person. I like the histories and the Englishes, so I could be me with a math issue, but no, I don't think you've lost 100 pounds in a year.
Celebrate that, but I just feel like we're kind of not. We're kind of skipping over the fact that I have lost a large chunk of weight. I have lost 1/4 of what my goal is to lose, and that's 25%. I feel like that's a lot of weight, like in a year, especially.
What is she getting a year from? This is really throwing me for a loop.
Okay, so there's my...
And it could be me, but I don't think it is me. Is it me? I don't think so.
side versus my mentally ill side, if you will, my eating disorder side, where it's just like all I can think about is food. I just want food because I'm bored and I'm sad and I need something to make me feel better. So it's like I have these two sides that are currently fighting just back and forth with each other, and sometimes this side wins and sometimes this side wins. It kind of feels like the angel and the devil on your shoulder type deal.
Yeah.
And I hate it. But this has made me realize more than ever, honestly, like, girl, like, oh, is Twinkie having a nightmare?
Oh, I love Twinkie. Baby. Oh, when my little buddy's sleeping, he'll go mup, 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 while he's sleeping, and I don't wake him up, and I probably should, but I can't tell if he's like stressed out or if he's chasing like squirrels and his sister. But he does little, and the cutest little like meep body, like mup, mip, mip, and his little mouth is like jiggles and stuff. It's fantastic. He's so cute. Where were we?
Baby. Sometimes she'll like do these little.
Yeah, that's what he does.
Having a nightmare or something.
Oh,
I don't
love
like
it.
It makes me sad.
Oh, I love it.
I totally forgot what I was talking about.
Me too.
What I'm trying to say is, this is making me want to lose weight more than ever, because if something like this ever happens again, I want to be able to help myself a little bit more, because right now I just feel like
I mean, I think there are other things that should have motivated you quicker than this, but hey, I'll take whatever you can get. But like I said, you could be in perfect health and sprain your ankle or break your ankle, and it's going to keep you from going to the gym. It's going to keep you from working out. I mean, you could do like upper body stuff, which that's a good question, but you could still do upper body stuff. When you're sitting in a chair, you could lift little weights, little shoulder presses. You could do a lot with your upper body, but still, I could see it being very demoralizing for, like I said, like a Shakara Transformations, who, God bless her, she works it at the gym. If this happened to her, I could see why it would be a total downer, but I guarantee you she would still continue. While she couldn't work out, she'd still do what she could, like upper body wise, and I guarantee you the food would still be on point. So we cannot use this as an excuse as to why the weight loss cannot continue. We have to do better.
I can't. Like, I'm doing the best that I can, honestly.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
But sometimes the best that you can isn't always.
Did she just say we have to do better too? Hold on, I can't handle it.
The best. I'm doing the best that I can, honestly, be able to help myself a little bit more, because right now I just feel like I kind of can't. Like, I'm doing the best that I can, honestly, mind. But sometimes the best that you can isn't always the best that you need. Does that make sense? Someone said, how does it feel to know the honeymoon is over?
It does make sense, but it's still better to do the best you can than nothing.
And to realize what a grave mistake you made dragging a stranger into your home.
Huh?
I don't understand what that means.
I got to hear the whole question again.
I'm so confused. You made dragging a stranger into your home. Need. Does that make sense? Someone said, how does it feel to know the honeymoon is over and to realize what a grave mistake you made dragging a stranger
What does that mean?
I don't understand what that means. I'm so confused. Are you saying that my girlfriend and I aren't in the honeymoon phase anymore? Because we are. It's so strange to me, because I've never had like.
I heard through reacting to other people and the life stuff I've been doing that I think the wifey might have gotten into a tussle with the Becky. I'm not sure. Becky the ex, of course. So I don't know if that's what they mean, but I don't know how that means the honeymoon phase is over.
Like, such beautiful love like this before, like the chemistry, just like the connection, like emotionally and physically and mentally. Like, this is gonna be very, very weird.
That's beautiful.
But I think if you know, you know. It's one of those things. So
okay,
I'm about to explain it, and if you don't know, then you're gonna think that I'm freaking psychotic.
If you don't know, now you know.
But if you know, you know type thing. So when I'm on TikTok, right? I was on lesbian TikTok for like a freaking hot minute there, because.
What the hell's lesbian TikTok? Is that on the App Store? Do they have a lesbian TikTok on the App Store?
Like, hi, lesbian. And so these girls would always like, you know, just be super sweet, and like they would.
If I had a lesbian TikTok, I would call it Le TikTok. If people would think it's French, but it would just be lesbians. It'd be Le TikTok.
Be like super like mouth to mouth.
If Le TikTok shows up in the App Store tomorrow, I'm suing.
Like this, like barely touching, like just whispering in each other's mouths, or like mouthing or singing like super sweet lyrics together. And I've never had that with somebody ever, and it would bring such a sadness to me, even while in like relationships in the past. Like, it would bring such a sadness.
Why is that a lesbian thing? Or she just happened to see it on Le TikTok?
To me, because I'm like, okay, I'm here in a relationship. I'm supposed to be loved, but I don't have that with someone. I don't have that intimacy, because in my opinion, that's like hardcore intimacy. That's just how I feel. To feel super safe and comfortable enough to be vulnerable like that, and in my opinion, that's like a vulnerability. I don't really know how to explain it. Like I said, if you know, you know. So when I would see those TikToks,
I would call that intimacy. Sure, it's a different level of intimacy. Sure, it's not all about just the sexes.
I would just feel like automatically like just like this like sadness, this like heartbreak. And I finally found someone that I'm able to do those things with.
I finally found someone. Remember that Barbra Streisand's, who did she sing it with? Bryan Adams. Bryan Adams and Barbra Streisand, I finally found someone, from her movie The Mirror Has Two Faces. You're welcome.
With her face right next to mine. That's like so special to me in a way that I can't quite explain, which is fine, because it's definitely one of those situations where it's like, if you know, you know. Because when you see TikToks like that, and you scroll in the comments, people are like, I can't wait to find this level of love. I can't wait to find this level of intimacy. I can't wait to find someone I could do this with. Because to me, that is just like, it's a level of love that not everyone has. Okay. Just like that intimacy. And that's just kind of an example, just a small example of.
So do they whisper songs to each other? What the hell's the point of this? What are we doing? So the honeymoon phase is not over. Next question. Like
a bigger picture of what I mean. But every day with my girlfriend, we love each other more. Our connection gets stronger. We get more comfortable with each other, especially me on my end. Like, it's so hard.
Now we just got to work on the way she burns the F out of that stupid turkey bacon. Once she figures out how to make you a piece of turkey bacon that's not a pile of carcinogens, it'll be a perfect relationship.
For me to get comfortable with somebody, obviously, like, it took so long for her to, like, see my legs in person because it's something I'm super self-conscious about. And now it's like, if I ever feel sad about my legs, she'll kiss them. She'll give a little kiss. Like, it's just an intimacy thing. And
did Becky not kiss the legs? Becky, what are you doing? We didn't kiss legs? I wouldn't kiss anyone's leg. Legs, maybe a leg, but don't come at me with your feet. Ugh. If I ever have somebody in this home who was like, hey babe, can you kiss my feet? Relationship over.
Connection and a chemistry thing. I have never had.
Feet are so gross.
That's just me sharing my experience.
I can't handle feet. I can't. Oh God, now I have the vision of me kissing someone's feet in my head, and I might have to shut this whole video down.
As a human being, I just simply have never had this with someone. Clearly, the person who asked this, they want me to be regretful.
They want to trigger you, and they want you to get angry and blah 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 blah.
And finding true love, I don't understand. You guys, like, a lot of you want me to be like unhappy in my relationship. Yes. A lot of you want me to stay fat. Yes, it's a lot. It's weird. Yes. I can see past the condescending.
Welcome to the party. You are like 7 years too late. Yes.
Tone. Trust me. I can see your guys' passive aggressiveness. Like, I'm not stupid. And it's funny because the person who wrote that is actually an old woman. So I'm.
You don't really know that because they could be anyone on the IGs, on the Instas, but okay.
Sorry, you're a very bitter old woman. Just saying. And I wish nothing but the best for you. I think it's time you need to find some love, because if you're happy and if you have love in your life, if you're giving it, receiving it, you just wouldn't ask things like that. You wouldn't leave comments like that. It's just not.
I just wish whoever that lady or whoever it is behind the account explained themselves. Like, what do they mean? How does it feel the honeymoon phase is over? The only thing I can think of is am I making that up? The wifey and Becky got into a tussle. Comment down below. I don't think I'm making that up. But I don't know what else they could be talking about. Like, I haven't seen them fighting. Every time she's in a video, she seems very complimentary. She seems very nice. Babe, babe, babe. I love you, babe, whatever. They had rope on the bed. I thought they were doing kinky rope sex things. Like, I don't know. I'd like to know what that person means. Ma'am, ma'am or sir, or non-binary person, whenever you ask a question, could you please add a little more detail for people like me?
Not a thing. Like, I don't know if maybe you're correlating like my ankle issue with like the honeymoon phase. I don't know what's going on, but either way, this has not dampened our relationship.
Oh, that could be it too. Like, now that you have hurt yourself and you're showing the I need help side of you, because a lot of the thing with Becky was a lot of people were like, oh, Becky's just think but a caregiver. So what if that's what that means? Now that you've become immobile, which again, you didn't lose a limb, you hurt your ankle, you'll be fine, it'll pass. I mean, I hope so. Fingers crossed. But maybe that's what they mean, is like, now that she's seeing this side of you that's, you know, not cooking, not trying on clothes, she has to wait on you, or assuming she has a cane though, so maybe not. Maybe that's what that person is hinting at. I don't know, like the caregiver aspect.
If anything, it's made it stronger. And did you want me unhappy? I don't know. Like, I think that's what you want. So it's like more entertaining show for you, but it ain't happening, sis. I have an ankle injury. Cool. But I have the most amazing relationship I've ever been in, and I can say that with my chest. So
good for you.
Anyways, I knew this was going to get kind of like heated in some points, because that's just how it goes.
And that is why they ask questions like that, is to make you mad.
You know, the comments under my anything is always just pretty vile. It's a phenomenon, if you will. But I'm going to end this. I'm sure
Amber's a phenom. I love it.
I could answer way more, but I do want to ice my ankle here a little bit and just rest up a little bit, because
it's a good plan.
This is not comfortable. So I do hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be a part 2. If you guys don't mind.
There is.
Maybe you could spill a little tea. Or
there's a part 2.
I don't know. We'll see. Depends on what you guys ask me. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next video.
Bye. Oh, jeez. Hey, NarkTube. Okay. I wouldn't say there were a lot of updates in this video. So clearly, as I mentioned, she fell off a curb, hurt her ankle. I don't know the extent of that. I'm assuming it's just a sprain, or it's probably an undiagnosed sprain, because I didn't hear her say she went to the hospital, but she's assuming it's a sprain. If it hurts, it probably is, because they always say it's actually better to break a bone than to sprain like an area. It's better to break your ankle than to sprain it, because when you have like a clean break, it doesn't hurt as much, but when you have a sprain, it's constant irritation. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Where's my megaphone? It's up there. I'm not a doctor, but that's what I hear. So A little concerning that she's using this as an excuse to not keep up with her food. Like, oh, now I'm no longer mobile. I was doing so good. You weren't running marathons, AmberLynn Reid. You weren't like at the Savage race. You were walking around the neighborhood, which again, still progress. But while you cannot do that, you can still stay on top of the food. You need to weigh yourself. The fact that you're like, I'm not even weighing myself tells me even you know you're messing up. Stop it now before the mess up gets too bad. You keep talking about how I don't want to undo all my progress. I don't want everything to go backwards. Well, guess what? Gaining all that weight back isn't doing your progress, and it's going to make those walks even harder. You should still be doing something with your upper body. You can lift your arms. You can do weights. You can do shoulder presses, a biceps track. You can do a lot of stuff. Even with your other good leg, you can do like move your leg up and down, keep the blood flow going, and along with eating healthy still, or I'm saying still because I'm making assumptions, but along with eating healthy, you would continue losing weight. What else should you talk about in here? The Q&A questions were stupid. How does it feel the honeymoon phase is over? No one even knows what that means. If you're going to ask ridiculous questions, please add details to them because you leave people like me confused. And she talks about a lot of her issues with her childhood, and I'm not sure she's at the right therapist, if she's thinking it could take decades to fix things, but it is what it is. So we're gonna watch part 2. Not after this, obviously. I'm gonna do another reaction to it, and we're gonna see what that's about. I think she talks about the lymphodemas, which makes me nervous because lymphodemas just, I can't handle the lymphodemas. Did I cover everything in this video? I think I did. I don't know what else there is to say at this point, so I'm just gonna end the video. Amber, don't make excuses. Keep eating healthy. Keep losing weight. So what? You have a cane. Keep your ankle iced. Keep your upper body moving. Keep the food going in your healthy, and you'll still continue progressing. And then when you can walk again, you'll be even lighter, and the walks will be better. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do so by clicking the subscribe button down below. Click the bell next to it to be alerted every time I upload new content. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Giving this video and other videos on my channel a thumbs up. If you like my videos, when you like my channel grows. And feel free to share this video and others on social media. I also have a Discord link down below. Feel free to join us there. It's not just for chatting. It's great to be notified. It's great to use as notification. It's a great place to be notified whenever I upload a video or plan on going live. I update everybody in there. So if you're in there and the YouTube's fails you, you can at least get a Discord notification of my upcoming plans. And don't forget, below every video, more than ever, #GG was right. There's a black and a white one, but the black one's sleeker. The black one says, sure, I may have just fallen off a curb, but I'm still better than you. Anyway, as always, thank you for subscribing, thank you for liking, and most of all, thank you for watching, and until next time.